Hello, friends. Thanks for joining me today. Uh, this is episode number 215 of Cheap Comic Collector. My name's Rob. I am the Cheap Comic Collector. And today we're going to go through some more of these books from the Comics Den that I got. Let me see what we got in here. And, um, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting this grand experiment that I've been doing for the last 6 months or so. It's been so much fun. It's brought so much joy into my life when I really needed it, and I'm just having a blast, man. This is so cool, and we drop a new video every day at noon, except for Saturdays. On Saturdays, we do a live stream starting about 12:30. It's after the Comic Book Memories show. If you guys watch that, if you haven't checked that out, you should. It's an awesome show. They show a lot of great books on there. We have a lot of fun, and and then you can jump over to my show. We usually do a claim sale on Saturday. That's what we're going to start doing, and the object is to not so much make money, but to raise enough money so that the comic books pay for themselves. I don't, and so I have some spare cash to go out and buy even more comics. My revenue got cut in half. I spend most of my time at home taking care of my mom, so it's hard for me to replace that lost revenue. And I'm fine financially, but I don't really have the extra money to that I spend on these comic books. So, uh, we've changed things up a little bit. We're trying to do claim sales for some of the newer books that I don't really particularly collect. I was collecting everything I could get my hands on, but realistically, at some point, I was going to run out of room, and so I'm concentrating on the books that I really love that are before 1990. There's some series I will keep collecting: Amazing Spider-Man, Batman, Detective, Action Comics, stuff like that. That have really super long runs that I want to continue with as I find them cheap. And so, anyway, we're going to go through today. We're looking through some Comics Den books. This is part 10 of this series, going through these Comics Den books. I went to their last garage sale on December 6th, I think it was, early December, and I bought 5 long boxes for $100 each. So that $500. And all said and was when all was said and done, the comic books cost 35 cents a piece. So yeah, this is part 10. Still got a ways to go. We're in the middle of the second to last short box or long box. And yeah, let's just go. We got Fantastic Four number 519. Let me get this out of here. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And let me get these positioned nicely. We're gonna stick these right in the middle. And as I go through these, I sort them to see which ones are going to go to the sale, which ones I'm going to keep. But I'm not going to harp on that too much. Basically, if I put them on this side over here, these are the ones I'm keeping. And over here, these are the ones that are going to end up in the claim sales on an upcoming Saturday. So might not be the next Saturday, but or it may have been last Saturday because I filmed these episodes ahead of time, but the live sales are the claim sales are live. So if you do visit the claim sale, everything's $2. It includes shipping and handling to anywhere in the United States. I can't ship out of the country. Sorry about that. And that's pretty much all you need to know. So Fantastic Four number 519. Mark Waid series, back when Mark Waid was doing it. Mark Waid's worked on just about everything, it seems like. I didn't realize he was that prolific, that he was on everything. So Anyway, that's a later Fantastic Four. It's got a little bit of wear on it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. It's got enough, just barely enough wear where I'm not comfortable selling it. So, Outsiders number 27 from 1988. No man escapes the Manhunters. This is from Millennium Week, and looks like they got the Atomic Knight down here. That's odd, but cool. Justice League America 100-page comic giant number 6. And I think these were the ones they sold at Walmart for a while, if I'm correct. You would have like a new story and then reprints, recent reprints in the back. I believe that's how these worked. I am not 100% positive about that. But these are very cool. And I am keeping those just because I don't think I'll ever find them again for 35 cents. So, and here's number 7. Just cool, fun stuff. I love giant issues. They're just fun to read. 100-page comic giant Teen Titans number 7. That's awesome. And here's an old DC Comics Presents number 81 from 1985. Superman and Ambush Bug against Cobra. That ought to be a fun read. I will enjoy that. Justice League America 245 from 1985. That's right in my wheelhouse, but I think I got that one. It's on the other side. We got 244. I have both of those. And we have Amazing High Adventure number 5. I don't think I've ever seen an issue of Amazing High Adventure before. I'm familiar with the title, but I don't think I've ever actually had a copy in my hands. This is from 1986, so it will go in my pile. Just looks like pretty standard adventure stories. We'll see what the writing's like on those. Oh, here's another one, number 4. That's a cool cover. Writers Bill Mantlo, Alan Zelenetz, and Steve Perry. Artists John Bolton, John Severin, and Steve Bissett. Cool. And number 3. Nice. Englehart, Mignola, Baron Severin, Baron Mayrick, and Hempel Wheatley are the creators. And there's number 2. Nice little run there. No number 1 as usual, but nice little run. Titans Burning Rage number 5. Now, let's see. Last episode we went through some Comics Den books. There was another one of these. I forget what the issue number was. Shouldn't be too far away. Let me take a look here real quick. There it is. That was number 6. So I'm going to actually, wrong pile. I'm going to actually put that with these so the runs are together. They're more likely to sell that way. There's number 4. Number 3. I'm not familiar with this series. I don't know what it's about. Number 2. And number 7. And as usual, there's no number 1. Oh, what do you expect for 35 cents, right? Come on. Here's an Airboy, number 51. I'm definitely keeping those. Grab another stack. Whoops. Oh, that was not good for the comic. don't think I did any real damage. It just kind of slipped because they weren't in bags. It bended a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't know if I did that or if it was already like that. But anyway, that's damaged now. So Fantastic Four number 32, keeping that one. There's number 29. That's got some wear to it. Number 25. Number 11. Sorry, there's quite a bit of spine damage on these, so they're not. I'm not putting. You know what? I don't have my lamp on. I'm sorry. There's glare all over the place here. There we go. This one's not too bad. Let's take a look here. This was from the second series, I think, when Image was doing the main Marvel titles, when the Image guys started doing them. Yeah, Jim Lee, Brandon Choi. That was an interesting experiment. I wouldn't have minded them actually spinning that off into an alternate reality and doing both lines, but they didn't. Fantastic Four 536. That's got quite a few spine ticks on it too. Number 532. Number 530. 529. Man, these were, for being recent comics, these were loved pretty well by somebody. Here's number 528. This one feels like it's got water damage on it. Yep. 527. This is a cool thing cover, though. I love this cover of the thing. That's awesome. He looks, well, I don't know. There's lots of things he might look like. 527. 525. I wonder why they have so much spine wear when they're new and they're glossy pages. It doesn't seem like they should be in that bad a shape. They are, well, they're from 2005. That was, man, that's almost 20 years ago. It's 18 years ago. Jeez. How is that possible? Well, here's an old one. Tarzan, 12 center. Look at this Gold Key logo down here. Gold Key Collector's Edition. Never quite seen a logo like that before, I don't think. This is neat. Another Tarzan. This one's from Dell, so that's even earlier. Tarzan of the Apes from Gold Key. And the Batman Adventures. That one's pretty worn out too. Some kid liked that one. Amazing Spider-Man Full Circle. This one, I imagine this one's going to be hard to find in good condition. This is worn, but it is so thick. Look at how thick this thing is. And yet they didn't square bind it. They bound it like it's a regular comic, so it does not wear well. There's a it's got the spine's coming off right here on the bottom. It's got some wear up here on the top, but so I'm not sure what this is exactly. It's obviously something to do with the Amazing Spider-Man series. If it's just a little extra issue or what. There's some weird things in here. You got this guy, whatever that is, dressed in a torn up Spider-Man costume. There's Peter Porker and apparently his Venom counterpart as Peter Porker. And then there's a member of the Fantastic Four with a bag on his head who's also a pig. So if these are the three little pigs and this is a wolf, I guess that's the way I'm going to look at it. And so, yeah, weird stuff going on in this one, guys. Looks like fun, though. Here's an old Charlton. First Kiss. Number 32 from 1963. It says on the sticker. That could be correct. Let's take a quick look. Yep, number 32 from 1960s, 1963. And what's here? There's something falling out of the middle of the comic. There's like a security tag UPC code in there for some reason. I guess somebody was afraid it was going to walk out the door. I don't know. All right. Pretty worn, but still there. At some point in time, somebody wanted $7 for it. And here's another Gold Key Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. This is number 2. Seems like all the Gold Key issues are number 2s lately. And some of the Dells as well. This is from 1965. The got a split cover right there. Got a picture from the TV show on the back. David Hedison and Richard Basehart were apparently the actors. I don't think I've ever seen that show. And here's Dell, Voyage to the Deep. This is from 1963, and yes, it's a number 2. And Marvel Comics presents number 4. We got who knows what he's being called nowadays? Vanguard, Guardian, Vindicator, whatever. Looks like there's some different stories in there. Yeah, here you go. Vanguard, Hellcat, Outlaw Kid. Ooh, Outlaw Kid. Let's check out what Outlaw Kid looks like in the 2000s. Art's nice. Doesn't really look like the Outlaw Kid I remember, but looks like his story is pretty short. And here's number 2. Vanguard, Taskmaster, Weapon Omega, and Hellcat versus Hellcat versus Hellcat. Okay, whatever that means. I always find it interesting that they bring back titles like this, but then they don't really give them that much of a chance. They're just kind of, they'll give them maybe 12 issues at the very most. Fantastic Four presents Franklin Richards, Son of a Genius. It's a one-shot, and it's got a great photo cover. This art always reminded me of Calvin and Hobbes a little bit, which I have always loved as a comic strip. My favorite comic strip of all time. And another Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. The Seaview becomes a living creature and tries to devour her crew. Alrighty. How's that happen? Alright. Let me grab some more. And this stack is getting pretty high. Let me move these out of the way. All right, we got Conan the Barbarian, number 246. This one's got a nice little chunk out of the top of the cover there. It's kind of ripped down and all crumpled up. But I would have kept this series anyway. Actually says I already have this one, but I don't want to give somebody this bad of a copy. So when I get a chance, I'll compare it, and if my copy is decent shape, I'll swap it out and sell you the good copy. Here's number 245, Against the Ferocity of Varney, Lord of the Vampires. Oh, I remember reading about him in the official handbook of the Marvel Universe or something. Cool. DuckTales. Ooh. Life is like a hurricane. This is from the IDW series. This is number 12. I didn't like the new series as much as the old series just because of the art style. But I did force myself to watch it. It was a fun series. I just had to get past my bias of what it was. And let's see, we got All-Star Western number 13. Jonah Hex, Horror at Haley's Circus. Also starring a very different Tomahawk. Alrighty. I am keeping the Jonah Hex books. Not sure if I'm going to like them or not. I know they tried tying him into the beginnings of Gotham City, and a lot of people that turned off. And I remember thinking that was silly of them pushing that at the time. But I'm not strictly against it. I'll have to read them and see how it goes, I guess. I got JSA All Stars number 16. Looks like my camera shifted a little bit. There we go. And I'm keeping the JSA series. JSA number 17. Obviously starring the Flash. And the Flash, and the Flash, and the Flash, and the Flash. JSA number 16. Alright. Okay, that's Count Vertigo. That's Icicle. That's Black Adam. And I don't know any of the other people. But obviously villains. JSA number 10 was Wildcat. JSA number 9, Green Lantern. JSA number 8, Dr. Midnight. And looks like you have maybe an Hour Man back here. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Wait a minute. There's Hootie. All right, not sure what's going on there. Looks like there may be shadow versions of some of the ASA characters or something. JLA number 100. Or is it Justice League of America 100? It's so hard to tell. Let me back up here a second. JSA number 10. I have a copy of this. So that's going over there. And JLA 100. Says I have a copy of that. I don't remember it, but okay. And JLA Classified, I don't have this one, but that's actually one of the series I'm giving up. 28. JLA Crisis Times 5, number 1 of 4. So this is either JLA 28 or Justice League of America 28. One of those two. It's difficult to tell. Sometimes you can tell by the year. This is 99. So I guess that's JLA. There's number 25. Number 17. I have this one. JLA Year 1, number 9. JLA Incarnations, number 3. And Fantastic Four, number 9 from 1997. And one more stack, and that will be an episode. Marvel Comics Presents number 158. And even though this is a later one, that is a series, one of this long-running series I'm trying to put together. So we're keeping those because I've got a good start on that whole run. So there's 163. And Hex number 1. Do I have Hex number 1? I do have Hex number 1. This one's a little beat. Not real bad. It's kind of yellow. We'll put that in the sale pile. If it doesn't sell, I'll put it in the traders probably. Destructor Atlas comic. Definitely keeping that one. I like the Atlas comics a lot. I didn't think I would, but it's like discovering missing Marvel series that you'd never heard of. They're very cool. The Ray number 1 from 1994. This one looks to be in pretty decent shape. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, signed by Jeff Hasto, something like that. Donald Duck, that one's beat up. No, probably number 72, judging by this, but yeah, if that's savable, I'm going to have to laminate that one. Chip and Dale. A Baby Huey. That's fun. This is number 43. 12 center. Oh, it's got a toy and hobby section. Let's take a look and see if it's all there. Yeah, it's missing a chunk on the back, which interferes with the Casper school bus safety PSA. And it has a detached cover with a bunch of holes in the middle. Other than that, it's pretty cool. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. So it's all there. And the kind of interesting how they did this toy and hobby section. The first page is just all comic books. Their ad for all their comics. And looks like there was a nice Richie Rich Christmas issue that year. I'd like to see that. And then they have a couple pages of toys. And then the back page is toys as well, but some of it are Harvey toys. You got puppets and the Casper board game. So that's neat. It's not in very good shape, but it's neat. I guess I'll put it back in the bag. What's this one? World of Krypton. This is number 2, the 1988 4-issue miniseries. This is the Byrne version of the World of Krypton. This is number 3. That looks more like Byrne. And number 4. Infinity Inc. number 2. Yes. Happy to have this one. I already have this one, so you guys get to luck out on this one. That's a nice looking copy too. Very nice. What is this? This appears to be a Virgin variant. I don't see any. There's no logo. There's no writing. Just gonna get this sticker off the bag. Let's see. F4 number 6, Noto. So it must be a Fantastic Four number 6. A nice thick, one of those really thick backing boards on it. So this is Legacy number 651, Marvel's 80th anniversary variant, the 1970s. So that means none of these characters have anything to do with the story inside. And yep. That's the one thing I don't like about the variant covers when they do stuff like this. And they create a cover that has absolutely nothing to do with the book. I mean, you know, can't you do the same thing but create something that has to do? Why not show the Fantastic Four in the 70s and leave the X-Men for an X-Men variant? You know, it just. Oh, I'm sorry, I put that in the wrong pile. Let's go over here. Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman number 2. That one I'm keeping. Another Classics Illustrated, number 67, The Scottish Chiefs by Jane Porter. And number 83, The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, of course. I don't see Baloo the Bear anywhere there at all. Robin, Son of Batman, number 8. This is the adult coloring book cover. It's going to take that $4 price tag off of there. I think I got most of it. There we go. And we're going to put that over there. Superman, number 21. Part 1 of the Supergirl saga. Back when they reintroduced Supergirl already, only 21 issues in after Crisis. And they're like, oh no, we have to kill Supergirl. And there's number 22, number 18. All right. So, got a few books for the sales. A lot of books for the collection. And I don't know if I'm getting enough books out of this where it's going to pay for itself. Keeping too many of them. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow at noon with another exciting episode. Tomorrow we're doing something a little bit different. We're having a all Disneyana episode. So I'll be showing some collectibles. And there will be some comic books. I'm gonna I'm going to read some comic books tonight, so I can do what am I reading for a few Disney comics. And then what it is I'm trying to clean off this dresser over here behind me. So I've got a little working space for the sales where I can package books. And right now it's got a display of a whole bunch of smaller Disney-ana collectibles. I don't know what's all in there. There's some buried in there. So I thought it'd make a fun episode just to go through that and talk about what's there. So we'll go through some Disney books, and we'll take a look at those. And so there will be some comic books. It'll just be Disney comic books. And then if you're interested in seeing more of the Comic Stand stuff, we'll be back with part 11 in the day after that. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. I hope you're all doing well. And we'll see you next time.